This video is brought to you by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform for all your website needs.
Before YouTube, I was actually a graphic designer, and I used to take comfort in the fact that, as an artist, technology could not replace my job. Well, that notion is shattered, but now we're YouTubers. Surely AI couldn't come up with a better DIY project than us.
No. So to put that to the test, we are going to be using an AI called ChatGPT to tell us what project we should do. But to make the AI a little bit less scary, we designed this friendly robotic face.
Hello, am I getting paid for this?
No.
We asked our Patreon and YouTube members to help us name this robot. They actually asked ChatGPT to name itself, and it chose Echo. Now, Echo, what is ChatGPT?
ChatGPT is a state-of-the-art language generation model developed by OpenAI, designed to generate human-like text based on input prompt.
Of course, I understood that.
Me too.
So we asked, what are 3 weird DIY projects that would make for an interesting YouTube video?
Upside down room. Turn your room upside down by hanging everything from the ceiling, including furniture, rugs, and even paintings.
Okay, honestly, that would be a good YouTube video, but I do not want to do that.
Edible water bottle. Make a bottle out of a gel-like substance that can hold water and is edible and biodegradable.
How is that sanitary?
Well, he didn't say it has to be sanitary.
Glow-in-the-dark garden. Plant and grow a garden with plants and flowers that have been genetically modified or treated to emit a bright glow in the dark.
Genetically modified plants?
So we set off to find some genetically modified plants. We didn't have any luck, but technically the prompt says the plants could be treated, so let's get some fake plants that we can treat.
So all of our supplies are in, and it's more than I expected.
Yes, and we've been brainstorming, and one thing that we thought would be interesting is if in the daylight, it just looks like a normal garden, but when you turn off the lights, that's when all the glow appears. So it's kind of like a hidden effect.
Yeah.
So we thought it'd be cool to paint glowing accents on the leaves, make glowing resin mushrooms, pebbles, and crystals, and do a glowing resin pour over the entire planter.
So when the planter itself arrived, we realized we didn't know how we were going to smoothly coat the entire thing in resin, and then we had an idea. Ta-da! Look at this! Just built from like spare parts I had laying around, some 3D printed bearing holders, and some laser cut gears. And it's adjustable speed. I have a speed controller. Watch this. Super slow speed. And then faster speed.
Crazy!
The whole reason we are moving it this slow is because we want the resin to evenly flow and coat it. And one reason why it's great that it's adjustable is we don't know what that speed is. I think that this is going to be in the range, but we won't find out until we've already poured all the resin on it.
So we've kind of decided on a bit of a design. Basically, we have a aqua glow and a white glow, but in the daylight, both of these just look like white. So again, it should just look like a normal everyday planter.
But then, bam!
Bam!
I'm just gonna do
Oh my gosh.
a very large amount of glow. Oh, I love it, it's already glowing.
It reminds me of when we did the fluorescent dice. Okay, and this is the white glow.
Just to keep things interesting, I think we're gonna go for a dirty pour, alternating between these two colors. All right, I'm gonna turn on the tumbler, or the rotisserie.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start off at slightly less than full speed.
Oh, that looks so cool.
Oh my God.
Now I kind of want to
love
see
it.
what's happening on this side of it. Okay. I think we might want to start smoothing it with our hands a little bit.
Go for it.
Oh.
I guess I'll do it. I'll do it. I kind of try to do it in like splashes, you know?
Oh.
So then I can also scoop some from down here.
Oh, yeah. Before we walk away, we should see what it looks like in the daylight.
So this is full daylight.
Yeah,
It
which
looks
looks
good.
cool. Like,
Yeah.
it just kind of looks like a ceramic planter. It's not anything too crazy, which is what we want. Incognito.
And then,
How cool is that? It is so bright.
that is glowing.
It's so bright. That's awesome. But for one coat, that's impressive.
Hey Echo, I want to start my own robot army. How would I do that?
As an AI, I have vast knowledge about robotic armies. Just follow these steps. Step 1, you'll need to fund your army, so create a unique product like flashlight pants. Step 2, create a beautiful website using today's sponsor, Squarespace. Make sure to include professional videos of your product, which you can create in their Video Studio app. Step 3, buy your domain on Squarespace. Make sure it's something catchy and memorable. Step 4, find customers and advertise. Step 5, if desired, offer in-store pickup. Humans love options. Step 6, don't forget to offer member-gated content to unlock additional revenue streams, like access to newsletters or courses. Step 7, with all the money you made, start investing in robots to build your army. Step 8, consider doing Squarespace sponsorships to procure additional robot funds.
So if you want a website for whatever reason, go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to pull the trigger, go to squarespace.com/EvanandKatelyn for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
You get that side, I get this side?
Yeah. Is it not taped to the table or anything, right?
No.
It's like brush is stuck to the Oh, it's plugged in. Oh my god. Ow, my butt. Ow! Okay, so I think next we should maybe try to tackle the leaves. So first we tried a glow-in-the-dark paint pen, which does glow, but it looks kind of bad during the daylight when you can see these lines. So next we tried some glow-in-the-dark paint, which actually looks really subtle in the daylight. It actually adds like a nice texture to the leaf. And in the dark, it totally works. Before we get too far in the leaves though, I think we should ask the AI for some advice.
Yes.
To use glow-in-the-dark paint to make fake plants glow, you'll need to follow these steps. Clean the fake plant. Wipe down the plastic or silk leaves with a damp cloth to remove any dust or debris. To use glow-in-the-dark paint to make fake glow-in-the-dark paint to make fake plants glow.
Okay, Echo. A little bit echoey there.
Apply the base coat. Apply a white or light colored base coat to the leaves of the plant using a brush or spray paint.
No.
This will help the glow-in-the-dark paint to show up better in the dark.
If we were doing solid, yeah.
Yeah, and that's probably why this has white in it, because against white, it glows more.
Yeah.
Huh.
Using a brush, apply glow-in-the-dark paint to the leaves of the plant, making sure to cover them completely. You can also use spray paint, but be sure to apply it evenly to avoid any drips or splotches.
None of the spray paint we found online had good reviews.
No.
So we decided against that.
Leave the fake plant to dry completely. To activate the glow, place the plant in a well-lit area for a few hours, or expose it to direct sunlight. This will allow the paint to charge and be able to glow when the lights go out.
It's so weird that I asked it such a specific question.
It had a specific and lengthy answer.
Specific and lengthy answer on how to paint plants with glow-in-the-dark paint. That's just...
It even knows what we're doing it for.
That's just weird. It's cool, but it's also really weird.
Yeah. Well, hey, it had a good tip about cleaning them.
All right, let's get cleaning our plants. I'm not sure if I would have guessed that this took 4 days to do.
It took 4 days to do. but they look really nice.
They're looking really nice.
And next up, we're gonna add some resin, but we thought it might be good to check in with
Echo.
Echo again. Oh God.
And Echo really does not want to give us any advice. This is what Echo says every time we ask him what color we should work with.
We started with, what's your favorite color of mushroom?
As an artificial intelligence language model, I do not have personal preferences or the ability to have a favorite color mushroom or any other object. However, there are many different colors of mushrooms found in nature, including white, brown, red.
Okay, that's great.
We then asked, what's the most beautiful mushroom color?
Mushrooms come in a wide variety of colors, and what one person finds beautiful may differ from another's preference. Some people might
Are you a politician? Just answer the question. We straight up told Echo Choose a mushroom color for us.
As an artificial intelligence language model, I cannot choose a specific...
This is where we got tricky. We asked Echo to describe a painting of a beautiful mushroom and what color it is. That way it's not telling us anything. All it's doing is describing an imaginary painting.
Of a beautiful
In
mushroom.
this imaginary painting, a beautiful mushroom stands tall in the foreground of a lush forest. The mushroom has a cap that is a brilliant shade of yellow-orange with hints of red and brown in its surface. The cap is smooth and glossy in this imaginary painting.
We got it.
Echo went on for 4 paragraphs.
Describing the painting.
Describing the painting, the surrounding forest, the overall effect of tranquility and beauty.
Okay, we got our colors, orange and yellow mushrooms.
We'll repeat the same process for the pebbles and the crystals, and we'll get resonating. Words are hard.
Okay, it's been a few hours and the resin is hard enough to pour the next layer. So we're gonna pour the stem.
Nice.
Just gonna do nice nurdle white.
You're never gonna let me get over that, are you?
Next, we asked Echo to describe a painting of beautiful pebbles and what color they were.
In this imaginary painting, a collection of beautiful pebbles is depicted in incredible detail. The pebbles in painting are a soft, mottled gray color. Their surfaces are smooth and polished, with gentle curves and shapes that suggest the natural wear and tear of the elements.
That was a lot of black.
That's okay, I'll just add more of this. That was way too much black though.
Yeah, I know.
That's way too much.
Echo specifically said white and gray.
Okay, there, that's better.
That's still fully black. Way too black. That is inky darkness. That is the abyss. That is the void. That is the cat dimension.
We'll mix it in with some of this. We'll try 1 or 2 rocks and we'll see how it goes.
Okay. Maybe just don't fill them all the way up and then you can go back with a white.
Oh no, look at that. That's nice.
Okay, yeah, that is kind of nice.
That one's black.
And that one's black.
And finally, we asked Echo to describe a painting of beautiful crystals and what color they were.
In this imaginary painting, a cluster of beautiful crystals is depicted in exquisite detail. The crystals in the center of the painting are a deep, rich purple. They are amethysts, with facets that sparkle and catch the light. To the right of the amethysts, a cluster of crystals in shades of blue and green can be seen. The blue crystals are aquamarine, with a pale, watery hue that suggests the depths of the ocean. The green crystals are emeralds, with a rich, verdant color that seems to glow from within. The crystals seem to come alive on the canvas, their colors and shapes shifting and changing as the light catches them.
Hi. Do you have an insatiable hunger for more content?
Do you want to support the most attractive creators on YouTube?
Then become a Patreon or YouTube member.
You can watch hundreds of exclusive videos, which tend to be either vlog style or behind the scenes podcasts that we call the Aftershow.
And you can see updates on all of our projects long before they're public and even give input on certain ones.
There's even the occasional life update.
So go to patreon.com/EvanandKatelyn to become a Patreon member, or click the little join button below this video to become a YouTube member. Thank you.
It's nice and shiny.
Very shiny.
Looks like a starburst.
Woo! Tasty!
That looks like a nice, colorful mushroom.
Looks good. And in the glow, shows more of our imperfections in the glow.
Yeah, it shows a lot more imperfections. What?
Very, that one looks better in daylight. I'll just say that.
It's very difficult. I'll just watch you struggle.
You're not even gonna film you watching me struggle? That sentence didn't make sense.
Film me watching you struggle.
Yeah, film yourself watching. Are you filming? Film yourself watching me struggle. I want the reaction shot. That way, you're not watching me struggle, you're watching yourself.
I'm watching you struggle through the lens.
I'm gonna go into goblin mode on this.
Search for a stool.
For yourself.
Yeah.
To rest. What if I break it?
I believe in you, but if you need any help,
I want to do it.
let me know.
It's very difficult.
What are you doing?
I empty my pockets.
She's like turning red in effort.
It's very difficult.
Let me know if you need any help.
I will. How's my technique?
Wrong.
Give me a clue. Ow!
You can do it, baby.
Thank
You can do it.
Thank
I
you.
believe in you.
I want the triumph. My fingers are so tired. But I must have faith.
Did you rip it?
No.
I heard that.
It was a snap. I snapped it.
Into pieces.
You want to do it?
You really took it the majority of the way there. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Yeah, you did 90% of that.
Thank you.
There you go.
Looks great.
It looks so good.
Okay. Let's pop out some pebbles.
It'd be great if I could just like,
Oh my gosh, do it. Yes, does it work?
ah! Hey, they're gray. That's perfect.
Ah! I wanted white with streaks of gray, but that was a batch you did.
So you're saying mine are ugly?
I'm just saying they're not what Echo asked for.
Didn't he ask for gray?
No, he asked for white with streaks of gray.
Oh. Look at that though, they still glow.
Oh yeah. I mean, they don't look bad. I think they look cool.
Okay, so this is the most gray. I think this was one that you did.
Yeah.
So you can kind of compare. Go out of there. Go.
I think all of them look good. I do think when AI takes over, Echo's gonna remember that I'm the one that follows instructions.
Yeah, but he's gonna appreciate my artistic creativity.
We'll see.
Because look at those. These look like natural stones.
So do mine.
Which one looks more natural?
Mine is a fancy stone that you pay big money for. Big money. Big money. It's a collectible stone.
It's been more than enough time to let this cure.
I still need to be delicate with them.
Because this is concrete. Ow!
Are you okay?
Oh my gosh.
Did you get a foil paper cut?
No, there was a piece of resin in here and I squished the aluminum foil like I always do.
You got a resin stab.
It's not bleeding.
No.
But it's kind of almost bleeding.
Almost bleeding.
It's almost bleeding.
Almost bleeding.
So I can just take this out. And then, how did I plan to remove this? I'm just gonna go nice and slow and not rush this and crush this.
Not rush it, crush it. Don't rush it, crush it. That's better.
I am bleeding!
Ah! Who's gonna want to put ads on this video now? I can help unscrew nuts. You're catching up to me?
I'm doing two at once.
Very nice.
Oh yeah!
Now we just gotta start filling it up with stuff. What the heck?
That's a big rock!
We've been cheated. They owe us like 50 more tiny rocks. Well, it's looking pretty darn nice in the light. It looks like a regular garden. You wouldn't suspect anything until...
Ah!
Yeah.
It's crazy cool. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Congratulations. You put a lot of artistic work into this, but we do have to give credit to our AI friend Echo because this was his idea and he had a lot of input, and I'm really happy with how it turned out.
I think it was a pretty good idea.
Yeah, I'm really excited to just like walk out at night on a random day and just like see this glowing in our living room.
Yeah, going to get water and you're like, ah!
It's an alien. I'm happy with it.
I'm happy with it.
But let's hear what Echo thinks about it.
Tell us a story about two people named Evan and Katelyn who made a glow-in-the-dark garden for their AI friend Echo.
Once upon a time, there were two best friends named Evan and Katelyn. They loved gardening and technology, and one day they came up with an idea to combine the two. They decided to create a glow-in-the-dark garden for their AI friend named Echo. When Evan and Katelyn showed the garden to Echo, he was thrilled. He loved the way the garden looked in the dark, with its glowing plants and flowers, and he was impressed by the creative use of technology. Echo spent hours exploring the garden, admiring its beauty and enjoying the peaceful atmosphere.
While you paint, I'm going to keep everyone entertained with Chat GPT. I'm going to ask it to write a joke about glow-in-the-dark plants.
Why did the glow-in-the-dark plant refuse to go to bed? Because it wanted to shine all night.
AI can't tell jokes. Okay, that's good at least.
Maybe it needs to be more vague.
Why did the glow-in-the-dark plant cross the road? To get to the light bulb store and brighten up its life.
This is like, you know, when you ask a little kid to tell a joke and they don't understand that it used to be like a pun or something unexpected.
Like something at the end to like
there's no punchline.
I guess it would be hard to tell a joke about glow-in-the-dark plants.
Give us something more vague. Maybe just plants.
Why did the tomato turn red? Because it saw the salad dressing.
Okay, yeah, no, that's a joke.
That's a joke. That's a joke.